Good morning, my dear student. I am Mr. Gopal Patil from Sri Vashisht Vidyalaya. Once again, welcome you. As you know very well that Sri Vashisht Vidyalaya is always striving to impart the quality education. We all teachers are also trying to do our best in this pandemic situation also. Keeping in this mind, our school has availed the online platform to resume the study of students without any interruption. Now I will share the school's web link where they can access the all videos, assignment, and even if they want to appear for the class test, they can appear online. So I am going to share this link. Please, I appeal all the students that they should go through this web link. As soon as you will open this link, SB study material will be available. Immediately after that page, you can see the videos of ninth and 10th class from junior KG to higher secondary class. These boxes have been given. You need to open the secondary section where you will access the ninth and as well as 10th class videos, and all videos have been arranged sequence wise, means from first to the now upcoming videos. You can access to the videos as well as if you want to appear for the online test, so you can appear for the online test. As you scroll down, there is one option also that if you have any queries related to the study, so you can post your queries. If you have any problem, you can post your problems. Whomsoever you want to ask the question, you can ask to the concerned teacher. You can write that concerned teacher's name. You need to write your name, mobile number, email ID, and your query in this form. I hope that you understood. Now today we will resume our two stanza which are remaining on the basis of the revision. Already about this poem I have uploaded that earlier videos also with the explanation, but on the revision basis today we will see the remaining two stanza. So now let's see the third stanza. Third stanza, let's see. And both that morning equally lay in leaves not step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day. Yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. Let's see the explanation of the third stanza. The poet says that both the paths were similar that morning, both had uncrushed leaves on them. No one had stepped on them, otherwise path would have looked blackish if they had crushed the leaves. You know very well that if you go to the garden and if you walk after you, some people also walk on the road. So obviously, whatever the leaves have been fallen there, they crush. Obviously, we crush these leaves and they turn into the blackish color. The poet decided to take the first path and he saved the another path for the another day, although he knew that one way leads on to the another way. He knew that he could not go back on the saved road which was preserved for the another day. Similarly, even in our life, once we choose an option, we cannot revert to the other option that we had left earlier. Means whatever the choices we had made in our life, we can't revert to our decision. Whatever the decisions you have made, either this decision will be the good or bad. If you made the decision wisely, obviously you will have to get the benefit. You will get the benefit of that thing. But unfortunately, if you made the wrong decision, obviously you will have to face the consequences of this thing. Now let's see the fourth stanza. I shall be telling with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverge in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. Let's see the meaning of the difficult word. Actually, sigh means the deep breath. It means the sigh of a satisfaction or regret. Ages and ages hence, it means many years in the future. Means we can say upcoming years in the future. Now let's see the explanation of the fourth stanza. In years to come, the poet will be telling others about the choice he made. It means what decisions he had made in life. While doing so, he will sigh either with the relief or right choice or a regret. With a wrong choice, whether the right or wrong, the choice will have the significant impact on his life. Obviously, or earlier also I told you, if you make the uh, good means right choice, obviously you will get the advantages or the benefit of that things. And if you make the wrong choice, obviously you will have to face the consequences. So, dear students, roads symbolize the choices of life while making the decision. We must make the decision wisely. Now, we will discuss the poetic devices used by the poet. First, we will see the rhyming scheme. In this poem, the rhyming scheme is used A, B, A, A, B. Would, stood, could. These are the last words of the line. Would, stood, could match with each other, so we have given a alphabet to notify them. Now in another line, both and growth means here th in a both th last word, growth th, the both match with each other. That's why we have given them the b alphabet to notify. Now we will see another poetic devices used in the poem. Essence. Actually, essence is the figure of speech take place when two or more words close to one another repeat the same vowel sound but start with a different consonant sound. In line number 1, two roads diverge in a yellow wood. The O sound is repeated in the roads and yellow. O sound is repeated. Now we will see the another figure of speech which has been used by the poet, and that is a personification. Personification means the giving human characteristics to the non-human things, means to non-living living thing. In line number 8, because it was a grassy and wanted wear, the path wanted where wanted is a human need. Actually wanted means it is a human need, we require, we want. The thunder roared in the evening sky. Actually who roared? Actually animal. The thunder roared in the sky means this living things quality has been compared with the non-living thing. Another example, we can say that the sky is laughing at me. Actually laughing is the quality of human being, but this laughing is quality given to the non-living thing, means that means to the sky is laughing at me. In this sentence we can say that the personification has been used. Now next figure of speech has been used by the poet is a imagery. Imagery creates the uh, pattern of the images or the pictures in the minds of the readers. Metaphor. The poem is a whole metaphor because the poet is a metaphorically comparing the paths to the choices in life. The roads have been used with the choices of the life. Means whole poem is a metaphorically presented. I hope that you understood this poem. My dear student, I once again I appeal you that you need to stay at your home and stay happy and stay safe. Okay, thank you.